Hi survivors, welcome back to the Apocalypse Post. I am your host, Makeshift, and I was reminded by my newest Patreon supporter, Taylor Duhe. Am I saying it right, Taylor? Taylor Duhe. I was reminded that I did not show off my haul from Wasteland Weekend 2019 yet, and it was a big one. My haul was a big one. So was Wasteland Weekend 2019. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it now because there's a lot of cool stuff in here that I have not seen since, oh shoot. I gotta admit, I put all my Wasteland stuff away, hoping to get to it really soon, and I haven't gotten to it till now, which Wasteland Weekend would be starting in about a month. So 11 months later, I'm finally going through all this stuff. That doesn't mean I don't appreciate it, because I sure do. And I have massive plans to do really cool stuff with all my hauls from every year. At some point, I've got a really cool art project in mind for all the bottle caps. And a lot of this is really cool stuff. Some of it I'll go on to keep trading because I think it's really cool when stuff kind of gets pushed on to the next person. So a few of the items in here will probably end up that route. A few will end up on my costume, and a few I'll just hold on forever because it's just that awesome. Anyway, let's get to it right after. Ooh, here it is. Go ahead and subscribe to the Apocalypse Post if you haven't already, because I don't want you guys to miss an episode. And make sure to hit the bell. They don't tell you when there's a new episode unless you click this, and then they'll send you a notification blast to let you know that a new episode's been uploaded. And I don't want you guys to miss anything, and I really appreciate when you watch these. So I got everything stashed in this ammo can. Let's open it up and see what we got. Cool. All right, so I can see right off the top I got some papers, and hopefully the cameras will be able to pick all this up. Let's see what this one is. Oh, what is this? Are you adventurous? Do people call you sluggish, lazy, or sloth-like? Do you have a motorcycle? If you answered yes to all these, then the second annual Sloatercycle race is for you at Buzzards Lane and Fury Road. That's September 27th at 1 p.m. I think you can see that right there. This is something that Doc Schofield's Drifters put on in 2019, and I guess 2018, but 2019 is the first time I caught it, and it was really great because they had a bunch of people on their motorcycles with a minimum CC, so you couldn't use a little scooter, and you literally had to race, but the last person won. And if you don't know about it, it's really hard to balance on a motorcycle the slower you go. The faster you go, the more stable it is until you reach some kind of critical high speed, in which case stability gets lost again. But anyway, it was a really cool thing. Here's a quick clip. All right, and coming back to the pile, let's see what we have here. Aesthetic meat front, body under attack. This has got to be something that got handed out during their show, and it's probably the lyrics to what they were doing. I love their art. I think they put on such a cool show. If you haven't seen an Aesthetic meat front performance yet, check it out because it is insane. All right, next up, I got this little red wallety thing made out of duct tape. I'm gonna go ahead and open that up. And it's a city map with the theme zone. A couple people put together city maps that they passed around. I don't remember who gave me this one though. But these are so useful because you don't wanna have paper in your pocket, it just gets shredded. So to have something like this that kind of makes it a little bit more permanent is amazing. And there's only 1 or 2 maps on site that you can use. One of them's at Dauntless Express, and I think there's one out in Tent City as well. And here's another map as well. Oh, cool. This one came from the Cosmetic Mechanic, also known as Marky Makeup. He makes these, and they're actually made out of cloth. Oh, and it's got all the camps listed out on one side. And oh my gosh, I didn't realize this. It's personalized. It says to Apocalypse Post, codename Makeshift. That's me. Printed by the Cosmetic Mechanic Marky Makeup. This is awesome, dude. I didn't know you personalized these. So yeah, that's pretty rad. So 2 different maps. These are awesome, and they're gonna last forever, which is fantastic. I don't know what to do with all these. I'm just gonna keep piling them up. All right, we have a invitation. You are invited to join the Canadian invasion for a poutine dinner and Caesars? Poutine dinner and Caesars, Saturday at 7 p.m. Bring a plate and cup is highly recommended. That's awesome. The Canadian invasion are some of my favorite guys. They camped right outside the wall. They hosted the poutine. I didn't make it because I was running around like crazy with the camera, of course. And I went over there and the line was around the block. And the Wasteland city blocks are as big as real city blocks. So I was like, there's no way I'm gonna get in there. I'm told they ran out, unfortunately, because it was just that popular. I mean, it's poutine, it's fries, and it's gravy. You cannot go wrong. All right, let's see what we got here. I love this one. Makeshift can do what he wants, Elenthris. This is my special VIP pass to Gregor's Tower, aka the Faceless Merchants post. They camped out over near the D's ship across from the stage, and yeah, Elenthris is awesome. She gives me the do whatever you want page post permission. All right, what do we got here? Oh, it's another VIP pass. Hold up. All right, this is the Overseer certificate. This is a certified that Makeshift is authorized to meet with the Overseer in 2019 from Major Impact. Present date, yup. I think it just says yup. No more than infinite minutes. This is pretty cool because it got me into the Ghoulcrest Lounge, and it even allowed either 6 visits or for me to bring 5 people. So I get to bring a good amount of the Dukes of the Nuke in, and we hung out on Saturday night. So that was pretty fun. Yeah, the invitations are pretty great. Oh, look at this postcard. I remember getting this, but I don't remember who it's from. It says, "You are awaited, Wasteland Weekend 2018. Were these extras?" I don't care, I love it. Look at that art. It's watercolor. It kind of looks like it was done on this, but that would be impossible, right? No one would take the time to do this on all of them, so it must be a print. Anyway, it looks pretty awesome. Great art there, thanks guys. All right, next up. Oh, how did I forget this? Skag Jerky contains Atlantic salmon, kosher salt, brown sugar, pepper, and raw honey. I meant to try this as soon as I got home. I'm glad it's vacuum sealed because that would have sucked. Skag is again from the Canadian Invasion. He also gave me that poutine invitation, so I have some edibles to try. All right, next up, an edition of the Wastelander. This is cool. City census results announced. There's all sorts of headlines in here. The Wastelander is made by the Wasteland Communication Corps. This is an arm of their media wing. They actually create an original newspaper every day at Wasteland, and they sell them for, I think, $1, like real world money. There's a whole team, and it's headed up by a guy who goes by Deadline, and they work their butts off with this. And you can also go on a mission for the Wastelander to create your own story, to actually go around Wasteland finding stories, to actually hit the beat and write all this. Today's Wastelander of the day was Yaga of Tribe Simoda. Seer of the Waste provides lost souls with tarot readings. She guides those confused and questioning what's to come. With her heart and spirit, she helps you accept what you already know to be true. I love it. So yeah, this is actually a great way to hear about what's going on in Wasteland. They'll touch on some of the lore. They'll let you know the events that are coming up, and there's also a ton of comedy built in, so that's great. All right, I've got a envelope makeshift camera guy. I don't remember what this is though, but this must have come from the WCC as well, because they actually have a postal service where people can send letters. Another mission that they do is to actually have people deliver them, and sometimes that's all you get. Makeshift camera guy, you gotta go find me. Sometimes it'll be the guy who wears a black hat, and it becomes impossible. This particular letter, which is very well shredded, says, "Makeshift, you rock. Your Wasteland weekend videos are so much fun and helpful. Thanks for being the first random Wastelander to hug me 4 years ago. Good memories you created last a lifetime." And that's Tetris of the WCC. How sweet, thank you. Yes, I love the first hugs at Wasteland. They are so much fun, and it's always great when you first get back on site and everyone's seeing each other for the first time in a year, and it's absolutely amazing. Tetris, I love you too. I can't wait to see you guys again in 2021. All right, so there's that letter there. We're gonna put this right here. Okay, this is this is a 15-day course, Vita Radium Suppositories, guaranteed to contain real refined radium and to be perfectly harmless. I don't know if that works together. This is called the Home Products Company, Sweet Sea, Evans Block, Denver, Colorado, for directions see other side, but there's no real way to get that off of there. I think that these were candies which have now melted into something. I don't know what this is. Hold on, let me see. It smells sweet, like a caramel or something. So that can go right here. All right, next up, Smarties. Oh man, this is again Skag. Skag brings lots of gifts. He's awesome. If you haven't met Skag, go meet Skag. Smarties are a wonderful Canadian version of M&Ms that are actually better than M&Ms because these, the candy shell, tastes different. It's like different flavors, so get yourself some Smarties. Not very post-apocalyptic, but since they're from Canada, I appreciate the gesture. More so than you know. All right, so I got a matchbook. This is kind of cool. So a lot of tribes and a lot of Wastelanders will trade bottle caps But this is original, so it's actually a matchbook, and it's designed, I don't know if they got these printed. They must have got these printed. Yeah, so they got these printed, but they're pretty rad. It's just matches, but it's great. All right, so this one is not a gift that I got at Wasteland Weekend, but this actually came in the mail from Saladin, who's in the UK, I believe. Is that right? Remind me. He's a big watcher of the show. He's been a longtime patron, and we traded back and forth some merch, which is pretty cool. So he sent me a whole bunch of these and a couple other things. I just thought that'd be great to mention because even though it wasn't at Wasteland, it was still my haul from this year. All right, next up, we have a keychain. It's individually bagged. How cool is that? Some people, the effort you guys put in. All right, this one is, I don't know what this is either, but it's pretty rad. It's a cool little design, nice little keychain. I should actually throw some keys on there. Maybe I'll throw my Wasteland keys, all my keychains and my Wasteland keys together. Next up is a token from Desk Job. It says, I got a guy. He's also a part of Schofield's Drifters. He's in a wheelchair, but he gets around. He's a really nice guy. So if you need any favors, I think he's one of the ones to go to. Next up, a necklace. I don't know who I got this from. I think they gave it to me after I gave them a Wasteland, an Apocalypse Post bottle cap. It's pretty badass though. This is definitely going into my costume package. Put that right now. One of the bigger gifts in the box. This is custom made, by the way. Belt loop holder for, oh shoot. Look at the blade on that. Damn, I would not want to get stabbed with that. And it is not very dull. I think this is homemade. I want to say it is, and it's wrapped in something gross, but here's the problem. It says foreskin on the holder. So I don't know what kind of leather this is, but there's a good chance it's penis. So we'll leave that right there. All right, we got a patch, 3:30 a.m. I forget who that is. This reminds me, it's gotta be someone from the Den maybe, because they have all sorts of bright colors in there. Here's a dog tag. This is, this is my official photographer. We shoot first. Yep, this is, and it says year 10 on the back. This is one of the gifts I get for being in the video department. All right, next thing is, this is really cool. So this looks like, maybe it's like 3D printed or some kind of machine cut plastic, but then on this side, they turn it into like rusty metal. So it's a nice little rusty metal cog and it says Wasteland Weekend or WWX on it. I think that's really cool. Really awesome work. Let's see. Oh, we got some camouflage. These would be wraps for the dog tag. That's pretty cool. So, oh, they're dog tag silencers is what they are. I don't know who gave me those either, and I think there's a few of them. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, we got another, oh. These are probably the extra dog tags I was supposed to hand out to other photographers. So, oops. Oh, I get it. These and these go together. So I owe two of my videographers some dog tags, basically. Here's another piece of machine. This one's actually metal, and I can tell that it was probably plasma cut, but it's a Warboy token. I think that's pretty cool. This is a tiny, tiny little flask with what looks like Wasteland Elvis on it. This is pretty cool. Wasteland Elvis hosted his bar, his tiki bar, for the first time this past year. And so I guess he's going for the whole tiki thing. Smells like oil. Huh. I don't know about the drinks at the tiki bar. Just kidding, that's really, really rad. Let's see. Oh, we've got another, this one's 3D printed and it's a nice little token. It's got what looks like the medical symbol on there. I don't know who gave this to me either. This is a good reminder that tagging your work is great, not to show off, but just so that I know who to like shout out to and who to thank and who to gift to next year. But you know, it's not about that. Sometimes it's just about giving things, right? This is actually, and I forget who this came from. I want to say Schofield's again, but I'm not sure. This is actually an ounce of silver. So that's pretty cool. I don't even know how much this is worth. How much is an ounce of silver worth? You know what it's worth? Friendship, that's what it's worth. Ounce of silver, friendship. You got my friendship right now. Okay, this is pretty cool. This says Night Lunch on it, and it looks like a little fox. Shoot, who is this from? I don't know. Maybe it's from Night Lunch. Is there a Wastelander with the name Night Lunch? Is that a fox or a trash panda? I don't know. Anyway, really cool. This, like the machinery that you guys are doing is awesome. So this is one of the bottle caps that really sticks out. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's actually a bottle cap closed over with a beady eye in the middle, and it looks really cool. I don't know, this is like one of the coolest concepts in bottle caps I've ever seen, and obviously handmade. I got this from Miranda Vaughn. I forget your Wasteland name, Miranda, I'm sorry. I forget, but she's from Samoda. She's actually got a shop of these online. I'll link these in the description because you can actually buy one of your own, or just wait till next year and maybe she'll give you one. I want to save those. All right, hold on. I've got 3 pennies that look like they were probably run over by a train. That's my guess on these. So I don't know what to do with them, but I know they're worth at least 3 cents, and friendship. They're worth friendship. All right, what else we got? We got a jar here. It's honey, only lightly radiated honey. Shoot, there's so much good food I have not eaten yet. Maybe I'll make a smorgasbord out of all this. Okay, so I've got a Bikini Atoll. This is the card. This is the not VIP card, but this is the card that gets you in the Bikini Atoll. I think this is actually from 2018, but I kept it on me in case I needed it to get into Bikini Atoll of 2019, which I did. So it was really great to just have my card from last year because it feels that cool. So make sure you save your VIP cards and stuff for the year after. Even if they don't take them again, it's still kind of cool to be like, hey, VIP here, or, you know, I'm already part of the club, or whatever it happens to be. This is another little keychain, and it has a wolf on it, and I believe it came from a girl who goes by Wolf. I think she said she made this. Remind me if you did or didn't, but I think that's pretty rad if you did make it. Even if you didn't make it, it's friggin' awesome. This is great. All right, more keychains for me. All right, and this one's really special because these came from Taylor, who requested this episode. They are two radiant, what'd you call them? Radiant man, radioactive men, I think is what you said. Really arted out, like this is not the way they came. I think you dirtified them, didn't you? You wastelanded these, and they look friggin' awesome. So those are really cool. There we go. You guys stay right there with the keychains. All right, and then I've got, of course, my bag of caps. Let's get rid of this. Here we go, here we go. And then we have our XX in a circle cap. So that's that. Oh, and then I don't know if you've noticed this thing sitting here, but this was a gift from this guy.
Can I get noise? You're all just standing there.
But it's a bone, it's a tickler. He said you can do whatever you want with it, including regift. So this will be up for grabs at next Wasteland weekend, but it is a cool, cool, cool piece of art right there. So that is it. That's my take. That is all of the things. Except, all right, if you guys have been following this channel, you already know this, but I got gifted this at Wasteland weekend last year, and I hung it up on the Duke's Tower because that's where it belonged, so that everyone could know the Apocalypse Post camps with the Dukes of the Nuke. And so this is done by Skag Works. Awesome guy. Once again, Skag is from the Canadian Invasion. He was just very giving this year. And check this out, the Apocalypse Post, made out of metal. It's pretty amazing. So that is awesome. I'm still waiting to build a set Skag, and then this will get hung up behind me. By no means am I guaranteeing that this is everything that I got this year, because a lot of stuff is probably in the pockets of my costumes or already attached to my costume, but this is a good example of all the things that Wastelanders share with each other. Bottle caps are obviously huge. We have other handmade trinkets that are really cool. People put in a lot of time into this stuff. Okay guys, so that's my haul from Wasteland Weekend 2019. Thank you so much, Taylor, for suggesting this video. I had completely forgotten that I hadn't done it yet, and thank you so much for joining the Patreon page. If you guys want to join the Patreon, the link is below. I really appreciate every bit of support you guys do, and all the money that's raised through the Patreon goes right back into creating more content for this channel. Make sure you are subscribed at least. All right guys, that's the end of the unboxing, all my treasures from Wasteland Weekend 2019. Thank you so much, Taylor, for suggesting this video. I really appreciate that you came on and just asked for something. And if you guys have anything that you want me to show, please don't be afraid to ask, especially if you're one of my Patreons like Taylor is. And I'll do my best to do an episode about it. Guys, please make sure that you're all subscribed to the channel, as well as hitting that little bell to make sure you never miss a future episode. Leave a comment with your favorite treasure that you brought home from Wasteland Weekend last year. And I guess I'll see you guys all at 2021, unless I see you at a festival before that. There's probably gonna be some really cool stuff happening next spring if the world can just get better. All right, guys, see you next time. Stay alive.